Good morning, students. Hope all are enjoying the vacation. Now, enjoy the vacation through studies. Today we are starting our 12th science syllabus. Before starting 12th science syllabus, just I want to ask you, already we had covered in 11th science two big branches of physics. Which are they? Yes, thermodynamics and mechanics. Now, in this 12th science, we will be covering another two branches of physics. They are electromagnetism and optics. So, electromagnetism further subdivided into two. They are electrostatics and electrodynamics. Fine. Now, before starting our this chapter, just I want to ask you some examples that you observed in your life. In the monsoon time, lightning and thunder. Then in the winter time, when you were wearing the woolen clothes, sparking. Then birthday parties, you rub the balloons on your dried hair and sticked on the walls. Then afterwards, the scale, plastic scale you used and rubbed on the dry hairs and tried to fix the small bits of paper. That all curious things you had done in your nursery time, otherwise the primary section. So all these examples, whatever examples that I explain now, one principle is there, and that one principle, that is the thing that we will be studying in this chapter. Fine. Now here, when I will be explaining you that particular main points I am giving you on the board, just write it properly and go through the textbook also and prepare your notes. That will be fruitful for your examination. Okay. So here now, these all the objects when we rubbed, just I am taking the example of that scale. When we are rubbing that scale on the dry hairs, at that time some of the property of the scale that changed. That means some property it gained. So that property, that is electricity. Okay, the property of the rubbed material, just I have written here, the property of the rubbed substances, objects, due to which they attract light objects. So that property is known as electricity. And this electricity that originated from Greek word electron. Electron, please see the spelling. That is not the electron that is revolving around the nucleus. And this electron, that is meaning amber. Amber, that is an insulator, that is a yellowish resin. In ancient time, most of the scientists used this amber for the experiments. That's why amber has some importance. Okay. Now, Thales of Miletus, he explained, otherwise he established these all things, and that electricity, that property, he had given the name as static electricity. Now why static electricity? Because the property that whatever the rubbed substance is showing, that property, that is intrinsic, whatever it is that is inside, that's not moving inside the thing, something inside that is at rest. So according to that, whatever thing that is at rest, we are giving the name as static. So here this electricity is due to something which is at rest. That electricity is known as static electricity. Okay. Now this static electricity is also known as frictional electricity. Now why frictional electricity? That you know, any of the objects when it will be rubbing, at that time what will be creating? When you will be rubbing your palms, what will be creating? Heat is generating there. Why? What is the reason? Because of friction. So static electricity is also known as frictional electricity. Now here, all these things that point in one branch, that is electrostatics. Now electrostatics, define electrostatics. Electrostatic, that is the branch of physics which deals with the study of that thing I told, no, that thing is the charge, electric charge, which is at rest. Whenever charge will be at rest, whatever properties it will be showing, whatever studies that included in the charge, otherwise whatever studies that had done by the scientist in the when the charge is there at rest, the charge is showing some property. When two charges are there, what are the interactions between that two charges? All the things you will be studying in the further way. That means more you will be studying in one by one topic. So just you have to focus one property. Otherwise, one thing is there, that is electric charge. That electric charge is at rest, and whatever studies that included by that rest charge, that is inside in electrostatics. So these are the points that I explained. Just go through that. Also, this is only the introduction of this chapter. Just go through that and please take the screenshot and afterwards write the notes. Hope you have written the notes. Now we are moving towards the electric charge. That property is due to electric charge. Now what is electric charge? Electric charge, that is the intrinsic property of the elementary particles. Elementary particles, that which is inside the matter. Elementary particles of matter. So here just I have written, go to that. Electric charge is an intrinsic property of elementary particles of matter which gives rise to electric force, because due to this electricity that produced, so which gives rise to the electric force between various objects, that is electric charge. This is inside the object itself. When rubbing, friction occur, at that time it's shown that electricity that produced that property is showed by the rubbed substance. Now whenever we are studying, so one physical quantity we study, that is the electric charge. Whenever we are studying this physical quantity, at that time we are studying that is it a scalar quantity or vector quantity. Already you are studying 11th science. What is the difference between scalar quantity and vector quantity? Scalar quantity, only magnitude will be focused, and here magnitude and direction both will be focused, that will be vector quantity. So electric charge, no direction, only magnitude, that's why this is a scalar quantity. And its SI unit, that is Coulomb. Coulomb, when we will be writing at that time, scalar quantity, just I will be focusing on that. Now when you will be writing Coulomb that we are giving honor to the scientist Coulomb, that's why C should be small letter, and when you will be writing on that, that it will be writing as symbol, at that time you will be writing in a capital C. Please focus on that capital C, Coulomb. Okay, please note it down first. Yes, now so many questions. Okay, all are asking electric charges. How many electric charges are there in this universe? So now all the scientists started the research against that. So here Charles Dufay, just I will be underlining that, Charles Dufay of France, he established that. He had done so many experiments. Afterwards he had established there are only two types of electric charges. In your textbook, two experiments is given. So one I will be explaining here. Same way the second one also you have to write in your notes. Shall we see that? The experiment. For that you have to take glass rod, plastic rod, silk cloth, woolen cloth. So these first experiment have three observations. Three sections he had divided in three sections, and three observations he observed. So first one, what he had done, he took glass rod and rubbed with silk cloth. After that, he suspended from a rigid support. Same way, he took another glass rod. Same way, he rubbed with silk cloth and brought near to that suspended glass rod. He observed that the suspended glass rod repel, move away from this glass rod which brought near to it. Fine, let it be like that. Now, in the second part, what he had done, he took the glass rod, same way he rubbed with the silk cloth and suspended. Now, another plastic rod he took and he rubbed with woolen cloth and he brought near to that glass rod. It's surprising that the glass rod suspended started attracting, coming near to it, near to the plastic rod. Okay, fine, let it be like that. Now in the third part, what he had done? Obviously, what you will be doing? Now you will be taking that plastic and plastic. He also had done the same way, plastic rod and plastic rod rubbed with that woolen. So first plastic rod rubbed with a woolen cloth, suspended from a rigid support. Same way the plastic rod rubbed with a woolen cloth took near to this suspended plastic rod. Repulsion occurred. So from these three parts of the first experiment, he concluded that there are only two types of electric charges. Fine. Same way the second experiment also done, in that instead of rods, glass rod, plastic rod, what he had done, he took pit balls. Pit ball means that in the birthday party and all that small balls are there, that pit balls he used, and same way he had done the experiment and the result was same. What he observed here, same way there also he got it. It is given in your textbook, please go through that and please just see the figure in your textbook also properly and write the notes and go through this. Now the second experiment that you will be getting in your textbook, page number 2. Now from such experiments, Dufay concluded that there are only two types of charges. He had not named it, just he concluded two types of charges are there. His second conclusion that was like charges repel and unlike charges attract. Like charges, same charges will repel and unlike charges will attract. Now this statement that is known as the fundamental law of electrostatics. Fundamental law of electrostatics. Now one scale is there that rubbed on the hair, and at that time how many charges, otherwise what is the strength of that particular, how much it's charged, that property, otherwise that property of the distinguish between the charges, that is known as the polarity. Now when we rubbed it, some of the charges that is passed, that you will be studying afterwards only, just I am giving you one hint. Some of the charges that pass to the scale, otherwise from scale it passed to the hair, like that way some distinguish that happened here. That distinguish of these two kinds of charges, that is known as the polarity of charges. Just write down the notes fast. Now Dufay explained that there are two types of electric charges. He had not named it. Another scientist came and he had named it. That one, Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin. He named the two types of charges as a positive charge and negative charge. And you know that in in an atom, fundamental particles are there. Which are they? Electrons, that is revolving around the nucleus, and inside the nucleus proton, neutron. Now here he had given the charge for proton as positive and for the electron as negative. Neutron, no charge that we know. Maybe he changed it as proton as negative charge and electron as positive charge. Today we are studying that only, we are taking that only. But conventionally what they had given, what he had given, that we are utilizing. Okay. So the value See, when it will be writing as proton, that will be plus E, and for the electron, proton as plus E, and for the electron as minus E, negative E. Okay, positive E and negative E. Now the value of E, that is approximate value of E, 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. That's the value of E. Okay, please write it. Now next topic, that is gold leaf electroscope. Electroscope, that means a simple device which will be using to detect the material which is it charged material or neutral material. Okay. So GLE, that is a gold, this is a scientific device. So that is made up of gold. Gold leaf electroscope, GLE. Here, that is the small device, very simple device used for detecting an electric charge and identifying its polarity also. How much polarity is there? That also will be detecting by this. Not exact value, the range of that polarity we will be getting. Now here, so many questions will be coming. Why gold it's used? So expensive. At that time also gold is expensive only. So why gold? You know that reason. In chemistry you study the physical property of gold. First one, very good conductor. Whenever the material or substance we will be bringing towards this metal conductor, whatever conducting road is there, we will be bringing, if that material or object that is not charged, it's a neutral one, no change in this leaf. Here this is the gold leaf. Now if we are bringing the object charged one, and that charge will be conducted through this rod, and it will be transferred through it will be transferred towards here, and the leaf will be getting like charges, because the same charge will be transferred. Like charges will repel. The leaf will repel. It will diverge. It was like that. It will diverge. Now the angle will tell the polarity. Divergent angle. Now small divergence, less polarity. More divergence, more polarity. So the angle will be showing. So that was the conduction property of the gold. Why second? What is the second reason why gold is used in this electroscope, scientific electroscope? Because gold has that property. Which one? Malleability and ductility. We can make the thin transparent sheet of gold. So that was so light, that's why we used here gold. Now you can also make at home this electroscope by using aluminium thin sheet. Make it, the method is given in your textbook. Go through the textbook and make it, and do the experiment and see what's happening here. Okay, please write it. So I am stopping the first part of the first chapter. Whatever notes you are written, please go through that, and thorough reading of your textbook also you have to do. Today itself, study these all points till that gold leaf electroscope. Now after that I will be coming with the next part of this chapter, and if you will not be going through these points, it will be difficult for you. You know that each and every, these are small topics we are covering, so it will be easy for you. You can, if all the things together you will be catching, it's very difficult for you. Slightly study and go, it will be very easy for you, and you can capture all the things. And read the textbook thoroughly, because each and every line, that's important. From where the question answers will be coming, we can't predict, is it? And the second thing is that if you have the reference book, any of the reference book of 12th standard, please you refer it and go through that also. Extra knowledge you will be getting. So please follow the instructions of your parents also. Don't go out. Sit at home and be safe. Good luck.